Hello and welcome back, Internet, to another episode of Enigmatica 2, the mod pack where grinding is a real thing, and today we're going to try and move past that. So, as you can see, over here we have set up the controller. We've got back there the crystal growth chamber, and over here an advanced inscriber. It has been hard at work making a bunch of different things here, so we're going to grab some of that and grab that and take that out, boom, 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 and let that go. So I'm making up a bunch of the engineering processors. So as you can see, we actually made a bunch of these 4K ME storage components, which are friggin', I'm so ready to just get past this grinding phase and get to automation. Because I want to do more things. I want to build things. I want to do all sorts of different stuff. Go to other planets. But there's so much crafting. So if we take a look at the recipe on this guy, right? So you need three 1K ME storage components to make one 4K, right? Which we need 10 of them to fill our disk drive. So we needed 10 of those, which meant that we actually needed 30 of these, which meant that we needed 30 logic processors, quartz, redstone, all that jazz. It was a lot. And then not only do we need that, we needed quartz glass and calculation processors. This stuff alone isn't too bad. It was just time. That wasn't so bad. What really hurt was then making them into storage cells, because that is a lot of iron plates. That's 20 iron plates right there, and then we needed 10 iron chests. So that's actually 80 iron plates. Yep. Here lives like over 100 iron. It was a lot. And then we're getting ready to make the drive so we can actually store some more stuff, and I decided to bring you guys back because we needed a thermionic fabricator to finish off our ME drive, because we need iron casings, which need tin electron tubes, which the only way to get those is from the thermionic fabricator or the advanced thermionic fabricator, or if we would have gotten a greenhouse fan, because it's deprecated, so now they give you some items back. Anyways, so we need to make this. So that is a hardened case, which is just 4 diamonds, a sturdy casing, which is just some bronze and some copper. Not too terrible. This isn't bad. And then some just water, which is kind of a pain. And then an impregnated casing, which is just seed oil and wood, like the impregnated sticks, but in a box. And so, yeah, that's what we got there. So that's a thermionic. Man, words are just super difficult right now, I swear. Okay, so we got power. How much power is this using? I don't know, but I'm sure it's not going to be cheap here in a second. So let's just put 1 piece of glass in there. Should start heating up. Or does it need... Oh, it needs a recipe to heat up. Okay, so let's get a recipe in there. And let's grab some more redstone. Been going through a lot of redstone lately. Good thing we have a bunch. So we do that. We got a valid recipe, and it's heating up. And this will give us our 4 tin electron tubes that we need. Missing liquid resource. Not in a second. Boom. Well, and I didn't actually use all of it. Oh, it only does 1 recipe at a time. Break you, so you cool back down. You could just do like a redstone signal and keep the temperature up, so then you could just flip the redstone every time and be fine. It wouldn't waste a bunch of power over time, but this is fine. So now we've got a bunch of tin electron tubes. Pop those in place. We get our 2 iron casings, and I throw them on the ground. We're going to pop those in there like that. And then what are the other things we need? Oh, the engineering processors. Boom. Boom. We got a disk drive, and we've got 10 disks. Very cool. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop this in here. Fill it up. It's not really going to mean anything yet because we don't have a way to access anything yet. But we have our storage. So now we need to worry about access. So we need a ME terminal, which means we need a panel, which is 3 quartz glass, 2 glowstone, redstone, and iron. Do I have 3? Okay, good. Okay, so I need some glowstone. Did I use all that redstone? Oh, I left it over here. Did I just throw something on there? I did. Okay. I'm good at this game. And we got that, and we need a little bit of iron. Okay, so let's go ahead and make some panels. We only need, I'm only going to do the 3. That's probably going to be plenty. And then we just need to turn that into an ME terminal. So we need annihilation cores, which means we need fluix dust. So we need to take some of our fluix. Can I turn you into fluix dust? No, it does not look like it. Okay, that makes sense because, you know, then that would be, you could just duplicate and duplicate and duplicate, and you wouldn't need a bunch. Anyways, I need, let's go back to this. I need an annihilation core, which is a gold one, fluix dust, and a quartz. And I need this one, which is, okay, and certus. Okay, that's fine. So we need 2 of them. Let's just pop those in there. Boom, boom. This manufacturer is pretty sweet as far as a grinder goes. And then I needed 2 of the gold ones. So let's just do 2 of them. Oh, are we out of? No, okay, they're already up here. Boom, and then we'll just do 2 of them. Get those cooking up. And then I need 1 nether quartz and 1 certus quartz. Boop. And we got both of them. And boom. And a boom. Got some annihilation cores. Got some formation cores. And I needed another one of them. Okay. I was all prepared at the very beginning, and now we're just like going off the rails here a little bit because, you know, I thought I was ready, but I wasn't. So boom, ME terminal. So now let's actually. Do I have smart cables? We'll use some of these. Okay. So I like to put this at head view of the player, so it's just a little bit easier to access than like pointing at the ground and stuff all the time. So if we pop that on there like that, now we have a terminal. So I could put glass in there. Now we got 32 glass in there. Boom, walk away, come back. Hey, still got 32 glass. So I could put all of our stuff over there into here now. And now we should see 32 items, 36 bytes used. Interesting. I thought it was 1-to-1. 1 item, 1 byte. How about now? No. It's not. Huh. That's interesting. Okay. Well, that's fair. I guess. Yes, give that back to me, please. Thank you. I really want to turn this into the crafting terminal. So that we need to grab the calculation press. Get that out of there for a second. And we just need 1 of them for now. Boom. That's going to town. I can actually take that out now. That's super sweet. Boom, 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 boom. And we're going to get our calculation press. And while that's going on, let's just grab 4 wood. Pop that into here like that for a crafting bench. And then it went, what, terminal, crafting bench, crafting terminal. Boom, got him. And then bam. We now have a crafting terminal with our crafting grid, so it will use things out of here. So, like for instance, is there something that I need to craft right now? Let's just stick all this stuff in here anyways. There's nothing really that I really want to craft right now. But let's say I wanted to craft something like, let's just grab a chest. And we're not going to actually craft this, but so let's say I wanted to make another iron chest. Boom, it used those plates out of here and the chest out of my inventory, and when I hit the X button, it all goes inside of back into our storage. So you can see now we're using 17 types and 563 bytes. Are we gonna fill this up? We might. With all the stuff that we have, we might just fill this up. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and clear up a bunch of stuff. Stuff like tools and stuff I'm not gonna keep in there. That will always try and be in my bag and sleeping bag and time in a bottle and a bucket. That will all kind of live in here for the most part. And otherwise, I'm going to try and keep everything in here. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm also going to leave these out probably for now. They might now get moved over to here for now. This is probably going to be pretty temporary. I don't think this is where the AE system is going to live in perpetuity. Like I said in a previous episode, we're going to scout out a place. I think I want to build a factory. And so I'm thinking we're going to start building into this direction and like put a factory over here. And then like this will be our magic area. And that way we're kind of just tucked into this little valley. And we'll have to figure out something back here to like put as a backdrop so it's a little cleaner. But yeah, so I swear this is just my this is my place to come and think about this and like talk to you guys about it. But as you can see, I mean, I'm kind of moving everything towards this direction anyways. So it just kind of makes sense. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get all of my items into my ME system, and then I'll bring you guys back.
All right, so we've got everything into the ME system. You can see I kind of cleaned up a little bit. Kind of just tried to pick up some stuff that were around. So, you know, like I said, automation. So I was looking at these to see what they cost, and this takes a crafter tier 3, which takes a crafter tier 2, which takes a crafter tier 1, which takes a machine block from extra utilities. Now, this thing's kind of a pain. Either you have to use reinforced stone and a basic machine casing, which is a frick ton of iron, but that's the early way to get it, or it takes iron sheet metal in a vacuum tube from Immersive Engineering, or it takes iron electron tubes and a sturdy casing, which is a decent amount of resources as well, but nothing in this endgame is cheap, and this gives you 3. So if you want to do the automation for this, you know, it pays off. So I think we're actually going to go ahead and do that. So that means we need iron and redstone. Iron. And this is why I like this, because I can just search it and boom, right? So let's grab some iron and some redstone. We'll come over here to our thermionic fabricator. Oh, we're out of liquid glass. That's right, we used it all. Glass. Let's just craft up. Let's do like 4 recipes of this, huh? So pop the glass in there. And then iron. Iron. Got a recipe. Missing needed resources. It's heating up. And glass is melted. Boom. 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 So now we don't really have to make this for a while. A little while at least. And so let's throw that into there. Do we have sturdy casings? No, we don't. Okay. So let's look up. Now, okay. So I got some things set up here. I want to sort by number of items. I want to view sorted craftable, or you can just view sorted items. So it won't show you anything that's craftable. It'll show you things that are craftable, which we don't have anything yet. And both. We'll go with that one. Sort order, sorting direction, pretty basic, right? Search box mode. I want this to be standard search keep, JEI synchronized auto keep. There we go. So now if I type something here like machine case, we also had 2 Tesla machine cases already, but you know, I saw that when I was offloading everything. That's what you're not having a decent, system is for. No, not that one. Although I wish we could make this one right now. I want the extra utilities one. All right, I'm being blind. So let's add in at extra. Boom. Okay. Let's do that. No, that's not enough. We need to do a sturdy casing. Oh, we're missing some bronze. Do we have bronze? I have a bronze plate. I know where I have bronze. Sleep away the night real quick. Grab bronze. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just let that cast up. It's the only downfall of doing that is I came in here and it's auto selected up there. So, which also let's make this. No, that's a little too big. Is that really the only options? I mean, I like this because there's, I get to see more. But I don't like it because I can't see that now. So I guess we'll go with the small style as well. JI synchronized standard. So it doesn't keep it. I like the keep because then we can type something like, machine case extra, and then come away and we come back in and it's still there. So do that. Do that. Oh, we never made our sturdy casing. We're good at this. And that, and boom. Right now, we're just gonna do 3. And then we'll come down here and do one of you, one of you, and one of you. Now we have a tier 3. Control A, delete. And then we can just throw this in here like this. And we now have a molecular assembler. So this is pretty basic. Like if we put it here so it's powered, we could put in a single recipe here, or you could put in, so like for instance, if I wanted to, I think at least, if we wanted to do like compressed sand, right? Nope, we can't. Okay, you do have to have the pattern in there. I thought maybe that was an older version, where you could actually like set singular patterns into here. That's fine. We don't need to do that. We're gonna automate this, right? We're gonna throw, for now, 4 interfaces around it. We're gonna go big right out of the gate. So now, if we let's just break that one for now, just to show this off. Actually, we'll come back here. I'll put that there. Grab our interfaces, put one there, one there, one there, and one down here, and then put that in here. Okay, so now any patterns in these interfaces would get piped into the molecular assembler. It would get made, and then it would spit out the items. So now we need to look at pattern terminal. So we need another crafting terminal and an engineering processor. Let's go A. And then just patterns as well. So we just need blank patterns. We'll hit A, what's the recipe on that? Yeah, not too terribly expensive. Can we make some of those already? Yeah, that quartz glass is gonna get expensive soon. But we need a pattern terminal. I don't think we can make that yet. But this. How about this? We can make the ME terminal. We can make the ME crafting terminal. No, we don't have any more engineering. We do. That's weird. And then if we go crafting table, nope. Planks. Wow. Planks. So right clicking that seems to, oh, you can't scroll in and out of here. That's kind of annoying, but right clicking does clear it. Okay, good to know. That's not what I meant to do. Let's make up a few of these. We're going to need more. So then if we go back here to the crafting terminal, boom. Isn't it an engineering? Oh, it's a calculation processor. So let's grab this. Let's grab our calculation press. That. And that. Hopefully I ever showed this, but I do have a hopper under here that just pipes into this wooden storage crate. I like the wooden storage crate because it just lays flat. That's also not the block I want to use here. That one. Okay, we got our calculation processor now. Boom. Crafting table. And an ME pattern table. Okay, that's where I was thinking engineering processor. Okay, so now we get that, which for now I'm just going to stick there. So now we can encode patterns. So what's something that we will need? Let's take a redstone torch, for example. 1 redstone, 1 stick, 1 stick. Do I have to just have 1? Yep, okay. Does it do that? No? Okay, well, anyways, we write the pattern. Now, if we put this in here, I should be able to look up redstone, and we have something that's craftable. I can click on this. Let's say I wanted to make 10 more of them. We have everything that's ready, but we don't have any processors. We don't have any crafting CPUs available. So we have stuff kind of ready to go, but not quite. So I'm going to go ahead and off camera craft up some, I'm going to craft up some crafting storage, get some more patterns, crafting storage. We'll just do like 4K ones or something. What's the crafting unit cost? Yeah, it's pretty standard. And then we'll get some crafting processors, and we'll get all that stuff going off camera, and then I'll bring you guys back. All right, so some changes have made. I've just been kind of grinding a lot. Words are hard this morning. It's morning. I recorded the last bits last night, and we're just keeping going. So as you can see, we've got some crafting co-processing units now with 4K storages on each of those. So that means I can craft 2 things. I can have 2 things crafting at once, basically. We've got now 4 molecular assemblers, 4 interfaces. Is it the most efficient? Probably not. I know there's always usually some discussion between what's more efficient, this style versus like the Christmas tree style. The Christmas tree style has more interfaces. I think sharing molecular assemblers, just because essentially you have molecular assemblers attached to all the outsides. But this works pretty well. So it's just 4 out of 8 channels because we have 4 interfaces attached to this. And then we have 2 channels here. So we have 6 channels being used on this part of the network. Because that's the beauty of the controller, is that each side is its own connection into the network, and you can expand it a lot. So at most, if you're not familiar with applied energistics, the most connections you can have to a network is basically 32 times the number of sides on a controller, which you pretty much always have one side of the controller that has to have power. And so this controller, for instance, we could have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the back side is 5. So we could actually have up to 160 channels. But right now, we don't have dense cable and stuff like that quite yet. So we're not quite there. And so, but yeah, we now have auto crafting. You also can see I made an interface terminal. So now we can see into all of those interfaces in our automation area. So we've got things that I've already started to kind of get going. These were annoying to craft, and I wanted to make some more molecular assemblers. So I made everything to craft those. I made stuff to craft the interfaces, and not everything is fully automated yet, especially things that require machines. And that's mostly just due to the fact that I haven't decided to run a cable over here and put interfaces on everything. What do we have? Can we make, so also just a side note, if you want to craft something in an ME interface, you just middle click and bam. What if I wanted to craft like 4 interfaces? What am I missing? Glass. I can do that. I think there actually should be some right here. Yeah. So if we did 4 interfaces, start, boom, look at that. All right, so I'm gonna actually grab this manufactory and I want to play with this real quick. Okay, so we're probably gonna have to move that controller soon. But we can do this for science. Where's gonna be a good spot here? I just put you here. And then this isn't a good spot, but this is just a test. I haven't played with the nuclear craft stuff before, so I just kind of want to see how good this do. So now we have 7 of 8 channels online. So let's say we wanted to make a pattern for, so I use nether quartz dust. So if I switch this to a machine pattern, put 1, oh, no. I just want 1 item, 1 there, and 1 there. And boom. Okay. Is this gonna, ooh, that was fun. If I put this in here, and I said, I want to make a bunch of quartz glass. So it has to craft 13. Start. Boom. Okay. Now, is it going to eject out? Does not seem to be the case. So these guys, I'm going to have to... What do we have available for conduit? Can we make item conduit that needs pulsating iron? So you can't alloy it, huh? Pulsating iron ingots. So we could do an induction smelter, which we're not ready for. We could do an alloy furnace. What's it take to make an alloy furnace right now? What are we missing? Basic plating. I feel like this is going to be something that we going to end up crafting a lot. So that's lead sheet metal, lead item casing, graphite block. Grab that. Graphite block is we'll do the nuclear craft recipe. I think it allows or dictionary substitutions. So what does it take to make graphite in this Modpack? Smelting charcoal. Okay. Go ahead and just grab 9 of them. And then we'll get those going. And pop these in here. So also, yeah, I like this fact that they now are labeled to the machine. I think that's been there for a while. I can't remember. It's really been a while since I played around with this and kind of smelt the roses, if you will. But yeah, so we got those going. So that's going. What else did we need for those? We need a bunch of lead plates. Let's just take, I think we need 1, 2, 3, 4 for the sheet metal, and then 2 more for the item casings. Hop over here, boom. We got 6. Pop 2 of these in here. So like I said, some of this stuff is actually, let's make a pattern for this. Alloy furnace. Now let's make an alloy furnace recipe. I don't know that that was 100% necessary. I could have probably, I'm going to clear that out. I'm actually going to get rid of this. So if you ever want to clear a encoded pattern, shift right click it, boom, clears it. And then you can put it back. So actually what I want is plates. We have elite plating, but no basic. Just want 4 of them. Boom. So now if we do an alloy, I can type. Boom. Alloy furnace. Cool. So then if we bring this over here, and then we needed pulsating iron, right? So pulsating. Oh, we have 1. Oh, I should have paid attention to that. Item conduits. What does conduit binder take in this mod pack? Boom. Let's just get a full stack and get that smelting up. I'm not Groot. I'm not Grout. That's funny. Gotta love some good references. So yeah, I'm using the Ender IO item conduits just because I think they're a little bit simpler. than having to put servos everywhere. And then we should just be able to get around this maybe. Boom, boom. Did an open hand without the wrench? Yeah. So I want this extract, always active, no insert. This one I want insert. And now it's empty. And then our crafting should be complete. So if we look at quartz glass, boom, we have 35. Cool beans. So this is a very temporary home for our main ME system and all of this stuff. And in between episodes, I'm probably going to move some of this stuff to like over here. Because the next couple episodes, I want to get into magic. I want to get better power gen. And then build an awesome building to put this all in. Because as we've said before, this is not going to always be, this is not where everything's going to take place. I want to have a magical area. I want to have a factory. I want to have all that kind of stuff. And the factory is going to be where a lot of our tech is, which tech is a huge part of this. But then we're going to need a place for blood magic. We're going to need a place for Thaumcraft. We're going to need a place for astral sorcery, and some of those are going to probably overlap. Well, Thaumcraft's probably going to live here. Blood magic will probably need its own place. This just, you know, reminds me back of the mod sauce days, and watching like Slipgator and Zul'jin and all those guys all busting out the awesome builds for each of their little areas, and I like that idea. I think I like the separability, and I like what that offers as far as being able to kind of separate some of the tech out, because especially the magic mods, they don't need to talk to each other the most. Tech mods are constantly interacting. I mean, in our little basement here, we have what? We already have on this wall alone 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 different mods, 5 technically if you count the leadstone flux duct and the fluid duct. We have 5 mods interacting. Magic, I know they've put recipes in here that kind of go between. Like if we look at Astral and we look at the resonating wand, you need Salus Mundus, which is Thaumcraft. But it's not as tightly coupled as a lot of the tech mods are. And so, actually there's just 3 mods on here, right? Because that's forestry as well. So forestry, mechanism, and nuclear craft right now. But then we also have, you know, industrial craft over here, applied energistics. And, you know, one of the things that each building will have is an applied energistics terminal, and we'll just run a lot of cables to make that all happen. We can use subnetworks if we so desired. But I don't know. I think they always seem to kind of be buggy when it comes to power. So I don't know if we're going to do that. We'll see. The only time will tell, right? So anyways, guys, thanks for watching today's episode. The day of automation has begun, and it's here, and it's going to continue to be here. So if you want to keep up with it, definitely hit the subscribe button. If you liked today's episode, there is a like button. If you didn't, there's the dislike. And as always, leave a comment down below if you got any ideas. And, you know, now since I'm getting into getting closer to the factory time, if you got any really cool block ideas, if you're playing yourself, let me know. You know, just shoot me a comment down below and let me know what your idea is. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.